Welcome back, everybody, to Metroid Other M. Why am I doing this?
Because I bothered you about it.
Indeed.
That's the answer to this playthrough. I bothered you about it.
Indeed.
That was a rather slow walk into here. Oh yeah, let's just crowd around the dead body.
Yeah, this is smart.
You know, totally not scout out for more people.
Someone or something attacked him.
It's really too bad because the voice acting for the ancillary characters is actually half decent.
So I'm guessing the guys who actually have faces are going to leave their visors up.
Appropriate response!
It was obvious that there was some pervasive danger throughout the facility.
It was obvious because we just freaking saw you. Oh my god, she just...
that cooperation was
It
imperative
was
if we
5 fucking corridors of danger!
Adam, listen to me.
We haven't even gotten into the real meat of the fucking game, and you're already getting pissed off.
It might be too dangerous.
So they're just gonna leave their visors up from now on, aren't they?
That's why I...
Maybe.
That's why I've... And then
geez.
it takes like 2 minutes for her to get interrupted.
They're coming out of the wall!
It's more like 5 seconds.
You know, out of everything, the one thing I can accept is kinetic weapons in space. Because even with our current way guns are made, they will function in space.
Right, here's the first boss of the game, I guess.
See, it's those dodging attacks that I think would be really fun to pull off.
Indeed.
So you just have to attack the eye in the middle.
Whoa. We scan it a little bit. Oh shit. Cutscene interruption.
This ain't good! Nothing's working! Listen up! Freeze
Nothing's
gun
working. I continue to fucking fire.
Freeze gun. So their commander actually has to tell them things are authorized. When in a normal combat situation, they'd be expected to use the most of their abilities to ensure the survival of themselves and whatever they're trying to rescue.
Right, so if you were paying attention, Adam has just authorized the use of missiles.
Which I just discussed.
So basically, we have to shoot its eye with a missile, and then wait for the guys to freeze a certain point, and then missile that, and that'll damage it.
So it's just ripping holes in the ground that heal up inexplicably. Inexplicably.
Yes.
Fuck, I can't speak.
It's this game.
Oh yeah, just blew it. Just fired a missile point blank.
Yeah?
You know, nothing to worry about. Although I don't think that was a problem in any of the other Metroid games. I'm just,
No.
not really petty there.
You're just being pedantic, which, frankly, this game does too much.
Oh yeah, just shoot a missile right next to one of my allies.
Boom!
Did that eye just turn into a beetle? What is this, Resident Evil 2?
Or something. You might be making a lot of comparisons to Resident Evil here.
Need to ask for your cooperation on this mission, but I'm also going to have to ask that you follow my commands.
Because, you know, we never had to do that.
You don't move unless
now
I say
they're
so,
justifying it.
and you don't fire until I say so.
Kind of.
In storyline, they're justifying it. It was justified in part 1, when there was a little text box saying, Samus blah blah blah.
lady?
The thumbs up sign had been used by the
You ready for
Galactic
some more
Federation for
flashbacks? I
ages.
sure am not.
Me?
So instead of salute.
I was
Indeed.
known for giving
Oh,
up
she's
fans
so
and
edgy.
I are terrible
I
wall.
had my reasons, though. Commander Adam Malkovich was normally cool and not one to joke around,
She's a bit petty
but he would end all
As
a
accusations
kid,
as a
and claims
younger
by saying,
woman.
Yeah, pretty
"Any
much.
objections, lady?" He was joking, but others weren't.
Any
At the
objections?
time,
Only
I felt
female in
surrounded
our
by
crew
people who
right
treated
now.
me like a child,
Pretty much.
or used kid gloves because I was a woman.
And apparently half the
And yet
height
with Adam, I was
of
grateful
everyone
for the
else.
nod.
What the hell?
My past has left me with an uneasy soul.
I'm aware
I kind of
that-
hated this
As a
shit when I
result,
actually had to cut my
it
hair
touched me
this
on
short.
some level that Adam would acknowledge that past.
You know,
by
I'm
calling
aware
it
that
something
women,
delicate.
on average, are a bit
Maybe.
shorter than men, but she
And I
barely
know
comes
more
up to
than
their
anyone that
shoulders.
Every word from Adam was deliberate.
And she's not exactly a short person.
My
She's
thumb
about
song
as
was a
tall as what,
twofold
Snake?
response.
Her
A
her
sign of
canon
derision at being called a
height,
lady, and a
I
signal of my
believe, is
complete
something like
understanding of the mission
6'2".
orders.
She's taller than me. That means that
The other
tallest
soldiers
guy
were
right in
always
the middle
willing
there
support
has
me
to
with
be
easy
nearing 7
smiles,
feet.
despite the fact
Well, this
that
is
I clearly had
flashback.
so much yet to learn.
so
Among
this
them
could
was
be like
Anthony.
several years ago, when she
In the
wasn't
face of his
6'2",
well-meaning behavior and that
She
of
was
the
like
other soldiers.
5'7" or something.
My response was
Depends
to
on how
become
old she is in this
increasingly good.
cutscene, because if she's 16, then maybe.
I
Well,
was a child.
her
always was
canonical
something to
age
prove.
varies depending upon
A
who
chip
you
on my
ask.
shoulder. And
Are
I
we
was
gonna get to
angry.
gameplay anytime soon, or am I just gonna sit
I
here
felt that if
jacking
I
off
let
the
my
Wii
guard
remote?
down, I would easily be broken.
Ew.
And beyond
Because that's actually more fun than
that, I
watching
was
this.
scared. But even in the naivete of my youth,
I was basically just watching my
I could
recorder
see
count
in
the
Adam's
seconds
joking manner
upward
how close he felt to me.
of how much of my time I'm wasting
knows
with this
my
piece of
past.
shit while this
But
cutscene
he
was
knows
going
me
on.
better than anyone else.
Wasn't Samus raised by the Chozo?
Confession time.
Yes.
And yet that's not
Because I was so
factoring
young
at
when I
all
lost both
into
of my
her
parents, there's no
living
question
in
I
what
saw
is
Adam
clearly
as a
not
father figure.
Chozo world.
Apparently.
When I
Because you would
rebelled
think,
against him,
even if she had
knew I
adapted,
could
there
get
would be
away with it.
habits from living with them.
and his paternal
And I think that-
compassion
wasn't
in
that
the
the
face
entire
my
point of the
rebellion
Zero Suit?
reinforced the special bond I felt with
That
him.
she had to wear that because whatever the Chozo did made it so she had to
I
wear that, or else
understood well
she'd be
that
like
chances
crippled or
were
killed or
slim that
something.
I would ever find anyone
I don't
that
even
understood
fucking
me
know.
like Adam.
Well, like I said,
And yet,
story is
when
not
the time came, I stood
forced on you in
aside.
like the Metroid Prime series.
Yeah,
so
story's
young.
definitely not.
You actually have to actively
Young
seek
and
out
naive.
storyline.
Story does seem to take a back seat. I'm loving this hair rendering. It's so good.
Exactly what transpired here on the
Maybe
bomb
because
ship
I
is
saw
still
Brave
uncertain.
today, I just get all giddy because of how hair is rendered apparently.
Destroyed is
Which is
operational.
weird.
And we've seen
It's like you have a
casualties
hair
attributed
fetish
to
or
an
something.
unidentified
Except not
lethal
that
creature.
far.
Situation
Oh,
is
and
critical.
to go back a little bit,
We need
every
to gather all
time the
information
bottle
we can,
ship is
but priority
referenced,
one
it is in
is
all
to find any
caps.
survivors
Aw,
and bring them
yeah.
to safety.
Getting
Consider
some
this site
Dr.
extremely
Dr.
dangerous.
Boros speaking
Be
here.
careful as you make your sweeps.
Something like that.
The coils of Nikola
There's one problem.
Tesla.
The wireless interference in this facility
just-
is all pervasive.
I love
comms
how
systems are
they
useless.
they've pretty much had their
As a
visors
result,
open in every
communication
non-combat
channels will be limited
situation
to the
this entire
facility's
time.
navigation booths.
Despite
Totally
the fact
safe.
that they had
Well,
no idea
live.
that there was any life
Investigate
support.
Sector 1 and show
Which is craziness.
Explosives. Gotcha. Maurice, you cover Sector 2. Repair
Get
any
these
equipment you come across.
statistics and whatnot for
Anthony,
them.
That,
Sector
that don't
3.
that don't matter. They're
You
gonna
to
die in
decide
a few
whether
hours
plasma
anyway.
guns are called for.
You know what?
Alright,
This would
James,
actually be a rather
check
neat
out the
sequence
control
if the
bridge.
game was about
Communication
these
issues might
guys.
be the result of electrical
Yeah.
interference.
Yes, sir.
Actually, take
KG.
Metroid out of this. This would
Complete
actually be
sweep of
pretty
the
cool.
residential quarters and
Yeah.
investigate any trace of survivors.
Got it.
Each of you is authorized to use a freeze
Are we
gun.
gonna play the game
Do
soon?
not forget to check in regularly.
Seriously, this is
via
like a 7-minute
navigation
fucking
booths.
cutscene.
I know. I'm looking at the clock. I'm like,
Samus,
has this been in
You go
a
to the
cutscene
system
since the
management
beginning?
room. Do
Almost.
everything you can to get the electrical system
It's
back
been
up and
in
running.
cutscene since the fucking boss fight.
Holy
Looks
shit.
like your comm system
That's
is still
too much
functioning.
cutscene. Like, even for a
Remember,
non-Metroid game,
Everything
that's
you
too
see
much fucking
will also
cutscene.
appear on this screen.
Somehow.
I mean,
Regarding auxiliary weapons, the use
You know,
of bombs has been authorized.
Final
As
Fantasy
far
has
as your
too
other
much
weapons go, we
cutscene.
will
This is
continue to
too much
investigate and
cutscene.
authorize use as we can. However,
Okay.
We currently have
Let me.
no plans
If
to
we go back
authorize
a
the
few
use of power
seconds,
bombs.
you would see that
As you know, they have the ability to
everything
spread a
that we see,
high-temperature heat wave over
Adam
a
will
large
also
area,
see.
acting
Keep that in
within
mind.
minutes.
Just kind of
It's a
store
nice
that
way
one
of
away
saying they
too.
can vaporize humans instantly. You should be well aware of how dangerous power bombs are and how their
You know, despite the
devastation
fact
can't
that
be
I've
obstructed
wantonly
with
used
common
them in the
materials.
past, like, fucking 4 games or something.
Once the mission
Seriously,
and
you
system
can just,
management
like,
room is
string up
complete,
8 of them
I
in a
need you to
row.
report back.
Well,
I'll give you your
4.
next orders then.
But you know.
I want you all to be especially careful as you execute
Did
your
he just say
missions.
especially?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I hate that
That's
word.
the end of the briefing.
It was the first joint mission I'd been a part of since becoming a freelance
Wait a minute,
bounty
she
hunter.
can't do a salute.
And of
Because
course,
her right hand has
it was
the
the
gun
first
on
time
it.
since my Federation
Unless she
days
does a
that I was
traditional
following
salute.
the orders of a commanding officer.
Yeah, but that's not how you're supposed to
Having
do it. And
received
I know this is
mission
supposed to be
orders
the
from Adam,
future, but
I
salutes are
felt
typically
confused
done with
and
the right
strangely
hand regardless.
exhilarated at
The
unexpected
future!
turn of events.
I mean, that's just
Responded.
standard in,
Understood, Adam.
throughout humanity.
No objections, of course.
Oh my gosh, she's just gonna blindly listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
No objections, of course. That's just... Oh, that's weak writing.
Mm-hmm. Right. We're back to gameplay. Holy shit.
Does this thing at least have an auto-target, or do you have to manually do
There
that
is
too?
a sort of auto-target, but it's finicky at best. Which is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, goody.
Our first missile tank of the game!
Wait, did you just use a power bomb?
No, that's the normal bomb.
Okay.
You big silly. I'd have to charge up for a power bomb.
Ah. I was of the confused then.
Indeed. I'm not even gonna bother saving. Fuck that. Come
Why
on,
does
let
this
me
map
sequence
need-
break this shit. There we go.
Why does this map need to show you where you are facing?
Because if it doesn't, it gets confusing.
Ah. Well, shouldn't up be on the map be whatever up is on your screen?
That's the thing about this game.
I mean, it seems pretty standard.
Enemies I can barely even fucking see.
Yeah, it's really dark. And I don't remember Metroid games ever being this dark.
Energy tank! Huzzah!
Oh. That was kind of a bad animation there.
Indeed. Right, we try and get everything
There was
worked up here, and well, shit.
and there was no da 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 da.
Indeed.
It's
Yeah,
a little thing.
that wasn't even right, but I knew what you were talking about. So these enemies will come out of these things endlessly unless you shoot 3 missiles into the...
Oh, good.
Hive
Nuke spawners. Those are always fun.
It's always the best thing ever.
That area just looks so 90s.
Indeed. There, we could go back to where we just were, or we could backtrack for a couple of items. I'm gonna backtrack for a couple items.
Oh, yeah. Backtracking for fun and profit. Well, profit. Well,
Yeah, forget about the fun of this
items.
fucking game. Right, I kind of forget where to go here. So I think, okay, there must be something in here, but there actually isn't.
so it's just a completely superficial room.
At least
This
that I'm
isn't
aware.
the Batman games. You can't get away with that. Actually,
Right,
no,
then-
there are no superficial rooms in Batman.
And then I try to go this way, and that's locked. And then I'm like, oh, I remember now.
Hey, Samus, we need you to bring up the whatever we sent you to do, but if you find some stuff just laying around... Why are there missiles and energy tanks laying around just around everywhere here?
Well, we gotta give the player something to do.
This is a Galactic Federation space station. This isn't a space pirates...
It hasn't been established yet that this is a Galactic Federation space station, but you are actually really on point with that.
It was a huge fucking space station, and when she got in, there was the Galactic Federation logo.
That was of the ship that supposedly the 7th platoon was on.
Well. Either way.
But you pick up on things way too fucking quickly.
Dude, I fucking blame TV tropes.
I guess.
Oh, man. And this clearly doesn't look like a space pirate station.
It doesn't, and it's not.
It has its own distinct aesthetic, even in the 2D games.
Mm-hmm.
Toogie Dames. That's my rapper name, Toogie Dame.
Another missile tank.
Oh, it's just so bad because it's there and then you clip into it.
These enemies pop in out of nowhere.
Are they pinballing you around?
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
This is not Metroid Prime Pinball. This is not fun. And yes, there is a Metroid Prime Pinball. I've seen footage of that. It actually looks pretty fun. Then again, I am...
Is it like...
You were saying?
We were both talking over each other and we stopped to be polite. We're like, just sitting there like, alright, go ahead, talk. But it's like Pokemon Pinball.
Yeah.
Except, you know, you aren't catching Pokemon. But, and you were saying?
It's actually pretty fun, actually.
Those sound effects are terrible. They're just so nasty.
Well, they're fucking enemies trying to attack me. You couldn't tell!
Can't fucking see them.
Indeed.
Wall jumps. Although the wall jumps just look super cool.
Yeah, that's what you got Team Ninja for.
Oh, yep, just walking into a door while the area loads.
Indeed.
That's always good. That was a neat. That was a neat sequence.
See, this is cool. Why can't the rest of the game be as cool as this?
Where you're jumping on shit and that's
Although
what we
expected. It's kind of finicky to activate, actually.
That's what we expected. We expected you to be like super awesome acrobatic Samus that we imagined from the 2D games. You know, jumping around, leaping on shit, shooting things.
This is the problem when you try and force a storyline in a series where... Or maybe, like, specific character development in a series where character development is supplied by the player.
You know, wasn't this supposed to be a two-dimensional only game?
No.
No? Oh.
Not that I remember.
That's what I thought it was going to be, and then
I don't
on the
remember
fly.
any announcement about this being 2D only.
Oh. Well, egg on my face.
And then we were just talking over how I was like running around trying to figure out where that fucking missile tank was, even though I had done the practice session like not 30 minutes before.
That was the halfway decent animation there. She picked it up and there was no jingle, but
spoiler: there are no such recognizable Metroid jingle things when you get items in this game at all.
Wait. She couldn't cross the bridge because it was 5 feet lowered and didn't have railings.
No, it went out from under her.
Oh.
You weren't fucking paying attention.
Then what did that do? Her raising it again.
In case we have to go that way again, it won't collapse on us.
Why did it collapse? So many questions. Oh, yeah, just gonna wait for the elevator.
I totally fucked that up. I was supposed to activate this thing over here to make, platforms rise up.
You know, gonna be late for my PowerPoint presentation.
Pretty much.
Shoot it. Just shoot the projection out of my gun.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be kind of a neat ability for Samus to have.
The ability to give a report via her gun.
Yes.
Missile tank in here.
Oh, it's just so... because it pauses right before it does the whatever acquired message.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, did the game freeze? Or
no.
Oh, okay. I'm just getting shit.
Okay, here's a problem that we're going to run into a lot. These here navigation booths where you save. Often, the door will be locked until you save.
Oh, yeah, you know, just force them to save.
Yep.
Don't
This could
even
be-
try.
This could be a
justifying
huge
it.
problem if you're trying to, record the fucking game.
Or speedrun it.
Yeah.
Why
Although
anyone
speedrun
would want
does have recording and
Samus,
stuff.
go through the hatch on your right and head towards Sector 1.
This game
He's not-
to be
Mine
speedran.
had to secure a route
He is
to
not going
Seriously.
to help her
interest.
at all, is he?
I'll leave you to decide
Not really.
From where he's sitting, I think he's going to be a fucking hindrance. Oh, look how... look at the... Isn't Metroid known for its, maps that are, like, clumped together with multiple
And totally
routes?
not linear.
Oh, it's just so linear and sprawling.
I hate the term linear, actually. I kind of want to replace it with linearity pervasiveness.
Ah,
Because the game is linear, no matter what.
true.
It's just a sliding scale of how pervasive that linearity actually is.
on the lower end, you have, RPGs that Bethesda makes, and then on the higher end, you have Final Fantasy 13.
And then
Okay,
past
so-
that is this fucking game.
The game's just playing itself, John. The game's just playing itself.
Indeed.
Brownie points to whoever tells me that reference.
Trying to get this overblast to activate is really finicky. There we go.
It looks so cool, though.
It's kind of more difficult to do than it should be.
Oh, those attacks.
I
knock
could have
you
totally
down.
seen that coming. What are you talking about?
Yeah, this camera seems a bit too close.
You're gonna find bits where the camera's too far away. It's just kind of all over the fucking place.
And everything's like a bit too cramped. I mean, even, Metroid, of course,
Even
has
for
the
Metroid
cramped hallways.
standards.
But this is just like, they have leaping enemies in a hallway that's like,
Right, we shall
5
head
feet
into
across.
Sector 1 in Part 3.
huzzah!
I actually got to end it properly. Which is fucking strange.